What is up, guys? Alright. Grand Finals. It's already here. Black Hole Battles 3 Grand Finals. Let's go. Oh my goodness. This is gonna be pretty fun, I would think. Okay, wait. And BAM! Oh wait, crap. There we are. Nova versus Secret. Nova coming up from loser's bracket, beating Lueg just last week, and Secret sitting high on his throne. He beat Nova once before. Let's see if Secret can do it again. So we have a similar thing kind of seen with Secret, or Nova and Lueg, Sindel and Gaius. Of course, Noah, oh my goodness. Alright, well, sorry. My tongue is twisting. I just got home from some pretty cool stuff. An opera, in fact. So, yeah, that was pretty fun. You would think that my vocabulary would be absolutely... What's the word? Exactly. Just, I don't even know. Nova is playing a sort of Gaius kind of control-y thing. Doesn't do too much damage. It just more kind of controls. I don't know. And then Sindel is Sindel Tempo. And if you don't know what that is, I think there's a video on it somewhere. I don't know. You'll see what happens. So right now they're just kind of doing a couple turns. And we get Nova immediately with a star path. And we've seen that this can actually be quite powerful for this type of deck, as it just is this deck kind of revolves around 2-card combos. There's just so many different 2-card combos. It's quite amazing, actually, how useful Star Path actually is in that sense. And now Secret is going in, trying to swing, and that's a no response from Nova. No surprise there, and Skeleton Queen's going to take an easy 4 points. I think Secret knows what's up in the fact that there's a ton of cards in Nova's hand. He's got a ton of options, so he just needs to get some points real quick. He needs to kind of get a bit of aggression going to force Nova to start churning out these, because maybe what he can try to do is then now he can stall it. Now Seed Blaster is gonna come out, but Time Flash Portal is going to remove this so that Skeleton Queen doesn't have to kill it and just kind of turn it into something that Nova can manipulate. And it's just amazing how fast this thing is going, because already we see Nova drawing out the point turret, trying to get those points, and Secret immediately answering back with activation activated activator. And that kind of seals the deal for that attack. So now Nova is in a bit of a tight position. Seed Blaster was kind of something that he wanted to use, and now Secret might have... And the thing is, Secret at this point has enough stars to put out some sort of crazy thing. Let me make sure I'm actually unmuted. Okay, I'm fine. Oh yeah, and look at that. Just like that, Secret is going to take out a 1/1 Beast of the Conjurers, which is going to allow him to get a free battle zone. And easy next one, but Planetary Field is going to stop this. And I mean, I think that's the best answer after you've gotten rid of Secret's activation activated activator. You're probably assuming they don't have another one, so you can just put out one to stop this from happening. I mean, at this point, like, it's very early into the game, and Skeleton Queen has already dealt a huge amount of damage. And we have Galaxy Crash coming out. Nova really churning out all those last minute specials. Um, of course, that's not going to activate Sea Blaster's ability, but of course that won't activate Beast the Conjurer's ability. And Nova finally is able to break through with a Thorngabork. So I think that's actually interesting though, because he must have had those all at the start. I mean, it's pretty nice that he got Galaxy Crash that early in the game. Because I mean, I don't know how many other cards would have been helpful in that situation. And Secret's going to just prepare. He's going to just kind of lay it back. I mean, he has 8 points, and Nova's gaining only 1 point per turn. So he has plenty of time to gather some sort of juice up. And he's going to stall with Wackoman. Of course, Wackoman can hit Thorngabork. Oh, but he's going to go double up, which is going to... And he's going to bring out Demonite. And Demonite's going to get him 3 points. And that's a scary card because although it might not have 4 points like Skeleton Queen, it's still just a very menacing card. 3 points is nothing to laugh at. And it also just has a decent amount of health. But Nova is going to throw out the Temagrob. And that's going to wipe the entire board unless Secret has any objection. And he doesn't. And Wackoman won't activate its ability, so that was a smart move by Nova. And to be honest, I think that I think my thoughts on Temagrob, I think it's just a really neat card because, well, like it's really interesting how many different things that it actually can do. Like how much, like it's one of those cards where you think it's pretty linear in nature, but when you actually start messing around with it, you realize that it's very wide. There's a very wide range of possibilities. Like I've seen like combos of like Firestorm Sorcery, which I forgot how that worked, or I think it works with like a Shias creature. I don't know. So now Temagrob's gonna do that with a Sapling Squad. Secret is probably thinking, yep, I called that. Because, well, it's interesting, isn't it? Because basically Temagrob is gonna swing for 4, and is just gonna use Sapling Squads as it's kind of life thing. But Secret decides that that's not a good idea. So Beast of Black Coal is going to come out. Of course, Sapling Squads is still on the board, but that at least gets rid of a more major threat. However, Secret's going to pull the twist card, and he's going to do that to remove all of the danger of that, and Nova's going to allow that to happen, which is a yikes moment because that leaves Secret at 17 points, and that's also going to remove that's not going to remove the resource zone, my bad. So now Nova is going to bring out the combo of the that, and is going to take control of Shiosian Lava Behemoth, and is going to bring out Super Flooper to kill the Sapling Squads, which is going to remove the board and going to do that, but Erratic Void shuts down Super Flooper's, at least just Super Flooper. Unless Nova decides that he wants to throw out something else, but decides otherwise. Shiosian Lava Behemoth going to stay there, though, and instead he's going to opt to use his backup plan or something, I don't know, is going to use Phantom Matter as a more or less a backup plan. Plan B, Plan 2, I don't know. And Out of all choices, he takes out Beast of the Conjurers. Now, of course, this will allow him to gain a zone, but really interesting move. Not a bad move, still a 3-point swing. And it does have good health. I wouldn't say that's the horriblest. But Pointer comes out. Is this going to spell doom? Activation, activated, activator. And there we go, people. That's probably one of the smartest plays ever. That's honestly, I think that that was a life-saving decision for him to allow that Super Flooper to die. But Secret's going to come out with Avalanche Overlord and is going to try to make game. So even though Nova had all that planned, Secret is one step ahead. And that is game 1 for Secret. That was a crazy ending to that, because you could see what Nova was thinking there. Super Flooper, letting the Super Flooper die allowed him to save himself from that point turret, but unfortunately Secret had the right cards to still be able to get through. And that's also just a fault of the fact that Secret just got to that position where it was basically game over if he had any chance, and Secret had that chance. So that was crazy. Wow, that was a quick and fast and easy game, but it was the craziest game ever. Dang. Of course, it is like 5 a.m. for Nova. Yeah. So I hope that he can. I kind of want to see him prove him streak, but seeing how quickly that ended, it does worry you a little bit. Whew. Okay, I'm tired. All right, Nova's going to come out with an immediate spoons. And it's going to bring out a pretty interesting 3 cards. He's got one that's part of a combo, which is Almond Planetary Top Hat. Pelfam, which is going to go into his hand, into his hand. And I say that's the best move, as just considering the lack of strong cards. Pelfam is one of the few strong cards in this deck. So having that in your hand is probably good, especially if you don't have any other options. And it's just good general removal. Omniplanetary Top Hat can wait, and Thorngabork is kind of just there for the draws, which he does have Star Path and things like that. So we'll see what happens. So tired, man. Anything in the chat? No thing in the chat. And Secret's going to come out with Beast of the Conjurers, setting up some good zones, and going to get a free 3 points. Pretty easy. You know, honestly, I think also Secret just kind of had a pretty cracked starting hand last time, and that's probably why he was able to go full force. I don't know if he'll have that the same. And Helbo Belt's going to come out. This card is just really weird. It's the only card that's able to allow you to search out any type of card. And so Super Flooper is going to come out, and that entire combo is going to ensue, which is going to allow Nova to be able to finally deal some like pretty substantial damage. Didn't have too much the last game, and now has the ability to just do that. Of course, Secret could easily have something like Galaxy Crash. An early Galaxy Crash, once again, pretty interesting, I would say. And now we see Spirit of the Anti-Justice Sword coming out for a free 2 points. I don't know the purpose. I know that it is a pretty good card. I just don't remember the purpose of having that card in the deck. But hey, neato. And Seed Blaster's going to come out just to deal with that pretty weak creature. I wonder what Secret's plotting right now. I also like the Sindel alt art. I will say I really do like this card. It's just quite nice. I like all the current alt art cards. I wonder what Gaios is going to look like. And so Secret's just kind of going to stall a bit. And Nova's is looking to start setting up for some crazy stuff. And Phantom Matter is going to come out, bringing out Beast of the Conjurers. And this is going to allow Nova to do a similar thing to last time. A bit weaker in the power side, but I'm going to allow him to set up a lot earlier than he did last time. And Beast of the Conjurers is going to swing for 3. Seed Blaster is going to stay out there just in case, I don't know, Beast of the Black Hole. Some sort of activator. Of course, it's interesting because it almost feels like Secret may not have too much options. I mean, only now he has 7 cards. He had 6 cards. I don't know how much options, like, I mean, in the last game, he had, like, when Nova was attacking, he had, like, what, to 9-10 cards in his hand? You know, plenty of potential options to hit you with. With 5 or 6, not so much. So I think Nova playing it safe is probably an okay decision, but I wonder if, I don't know. Anyways, Secret's going to answer to that with Beast of the Conjurers and a Skeleton Queen to hopefully destroy these 2 guys. Maybe he has some other card that can do some more damage, but he decides to just go raw. Probably doesn't have anything that can do that. Nova is looking to maybe have some sort of opposition to that. An activator, stuff and stuff. Of course, and Nova's going to go for the no response, and I think that's probably... Oh, wait, no, that was Planetary Field. Interesting. I think both of them wouldn't have been the worst thing ever, but Nova actually seems to be wanting to do that to get rid of Seed Blaster in favor of Nov. To try to... It seems maybe Nova is trying to go for a more aggression this time to try to phase off Secret's like kind of similar tactics of trying to get in and just slap in the face with the tempo cards. But I don't know. Except for the fact that Planetary Field is going to come out just the same as Nova did last turn. But Nova may have an option, maybe activation, activator, but is going to allow that to happen. I mean, he is sitting in a fairly good position comparatively to Skeleton Queen, just a Skeleton Queen on Secret's board. But Secret may have the option to have anything, or maybe he is bricking up. I mean, he didn't do anything except for just doing that. Or maybe he's just saving his resources. I don't know. So many options, right? So many options. I mean, like, this game is moving so fast that I can't really list most of these options. But let's see. Sapling Squaws is going to come out. Pretty cool. Oh yeah, well, he's going to do the Gaius ability to do that. And he's also getting 2 cards from the tree. And what's this? Two small creatures, Knopf and Thornkabork, looking to do a bit of chip damage along with getting rid of that Skelequeen. So Secret is kind of in a weird position right now. Has a decent amount of stars. 6 cards though. I don't know. He might not have too many good options. He might have just gotten a combo. He might not have any combos at all. This might be... I almost wonder if Secret... and Secret's actually going to just pass. He probably is thinking he can afford a few more points. Or maybe he does have a counter. And he does. Beast of the Black Hole comes out to wipe the board. And I think that was probably a good decision on Secret's part. He's probably planning on that. Maybe Nova doesn't have an activation activated activator. But yeah, but Secret might have not had too much. And now he's going to go out for the Phantom Matter with Super Flooper. This just keeps making me wonder if he just doesn't have too many cards in his deck or cards in his hand to really work with. But we can see what happens. Super Flooper's going to do that, and yeah, so Secret is actually now has more points with 9 points compared to 8. So Nova's going to take out the Star Path, and I don't know what just happened, but now another Super Flooper is on the board. The other Super Flooper is dead. And Point Dirt's going to come out, but Nova makes the smart decision of doing that. Why did I get that ping? And it almost makes you wonder if that Star Path was intentional to try to draw that activation activated activator. And look at that. Simple as that. But Secret is able to pull out the Cerbram of Sindel and Bonbeak, which is going to be a bit of a yikes moment. And unfortunately, that's going to go through at least for Nova. But Secret's going to take that with another 4 points, and is going to match Nova. This is a tight game we're working with right now. Of course, we can see that there's some sort of slight advantage. Secret definitely has the board advantage, but Nova has the cards. And as you can see, Nova's going to go and control Cerbram of Sindel. Absolutely insane move. Of course, doesn't get the double battle zones treatment, but getting rid of that strong creature from your opponent's side of the board and taking control of it is just quite nice. It's quite an amazing thing, isn't it? Sapling Swaz is going to come out. He's going to opt to kill it to bring out some other card, which is going to be Gla. And Knopf is going to come out. Nova looking to do something really, really huge right now. Is he going to bring out a third creature? Or maybe he's thinking right now, is this worth the risk? But he does ultimately decide that it's worth the risk. Kills the Bonbeak, and now we're going to see a huge swing. Going for a huge 5 points. What is Secret going to say about that? That was a no response, but what just happened? So Skelecast... Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, Bonbeak died. Yep. All right. Makes sense, but yeah, that's fine. So Bonbeak is going to give Secret a little bit, a sliver of hope to, um, and Nova's gonna bring out the Galador's box, which is going to remove that option, and of course that's of course the very smart decision, and something that Nova used against Lueg's Sindel deck, and it's proving to be helpful again for Secrets, as it does have that similar design. And look at that, free 5 points. Quite amazing, if I say so myself. Nova just, I, it just kind of shows, yeah, interesting. Now, Avalanche Overlord is going to come out, which is going to remove some of that pressure that Secret has. Um, or is it? Wait, what? Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm lying right now. No, Avalanche Overlord isn't gonna do anything except kind of sit there as more or less of a wall. But Nova is looking to seal the deal with another floating rock combo, and that could be game. GG. And look at that. Nova comes back with a win. And that's an absolutely fantastic run by Nova. Of course, I do feel like Secret may have gotten a little bit less of that good card draw. And that might have made him suffer in terms of like what he could have done. Because it honestly, and then pair along that with Nova's, first of all, Galador's box coming out again to just remove some of those options. But more or less, but I feel like more of the thing that Nova was able to do well this next one is to learn, is to kind of figure out what to do against this type of deck, which is kind of like he tried to definitely go more aggressive. Tried to chug some more points faster. Might have also and of course maybe game one he just didn't have that ability to do that. But Secret is going to immediately go for 1 point. Maybe think, yeah. So Nova's going to actually kind of mirror that, trying to is going to immediately bring out a creature. Actually is going to bring out for Sale Sign, which is going to just kind of do the hot potato pass. One of my favorite moves in this game. I remember one time when I for sale signed a Thorin Gabork, and then we just kept passing it for a good like 5 turns, and it was pretty fun. I kind of just like that. Of course, usually it ends more quickly with smart players like these who know how to remove this type of stuff. But of course, early in this game, but even with that, like a lot of times early in the game, hot potato isn't the worst choice, especially if you went first. Funny. And so now we're just playing a bit of simple hot potato. But yeah, last game, I think Nova killed it in the department of logically thinking about how to kind of counter Secret's deck through trying to mirror its aggression, and probably also just some good card draws with comparatively Secret's most likely lesser card draws. And right now we're seeing this is very funny. I'll tell you that. This has been a good like 4 turns. Pinnacle of CG gameplay, I know. And now we're getting the double bog beak. Of course, 1, 2. There's no 2 battle zones, so I guess whatever. Yeah, what an amazing start to game 3, honestly. I think if you're ever gonna start a game this way, you should do it this way. Bring out the for sale sign and then just play hot potato with whoever's card is on there. Now Nova is going to change it up with Seed Blaster and is going to get rid of that other Bond Beak. Of course, this is going to activate the ability, so that's a little worrying for Nova Bomb. Because that's just allowing Secret to speed up his setup. Unless Nova does have Galdor's box or is thinking of something along the lines of that. Now, Spirit of the Anti-Justice Sword is going to come out, and I still don't get the reason he has that card. Maybe to counter Syndian? I don't know. And now Secret is going to go in and try to get a few points. Of course, Seed Blaster is going to activate and is going to throw Spirit of the Anti-Justice Sword off kilter. I don't know if Nova's going to really do anything with that. If anything, it'll be like Super Flooper or something to kill. Let's see what happens. He's setting up for something. Not big yet, it doesn't look like. Instead, opting to just do a Thorngabork and bring back the bottom beak. Thorngabork's going to take out Spirit of the Anti-Justice Sword. And for sale sign, bottom beak is going to be able to get Nova into a pretty decent position. It's at least going to allow Nova to catch up a bit, because Secret kind of did a little combo that allowed him to boost ahead. So now Bonbeak's going to come back and going to get rid of Thorngabork. Of course, that is going to activate Nova's ability, which does give him more options. I mean, you never know. I mean, I kind of feel like maybe stalling wouldn't have been the worst decision. Thorngabork, but because, of course, now Nova is going to throw those 2 things out and just go for a good points. Is actually going to get himself above Secret. But yeah, I don't know if that allowing Nova to card draw was the best decision for Secret. That could have, because it could have stalled, and that would have been unfortunate for the card's ability. And the thing is that Thorngabork couldn't have gotten over 70 power. Just saying, missed opportunity. Or 70 health. And we're playing more hot potato. This is just the best. This is the best match ever. I mean, I just feel like this should be this is like typical CG gameplay. You have game 1, which is always fast, and one guy just is able to crush the foe. The second one is tighter, and ultimately the other guy wins. That lost the first game. And then the third game comes down to a lot of like wacky stuff happening, like hot potato. And then finally somebody like just decides to throw out some stuff. No, there must have been a misclick because Skelequeen, because it seems that Secret didn't want Skelequeen to come out, or maybe did. I don't know. But they're gonna try to go full aggro, and Beast of the Black Hole is actually going to stop this unless Secret is going to counter that. But it seems not. Both have a good amount of cards, so I would expect anything from them. I will say, though, in higher level competitive play, I can see why using a lot of these staple cards early is actually not a bad idea. It is interesting how most of these games that I've seen, especially this game right now, is how early they use all their special things. And now, just as I kind of predicted, Nova actually did have Galadora's box and is going to once again shut down Secret's ability. And I think, again, one thing that I just think is so evil about this card is that unless Secret has Pelfam, I mean, he might. It's either that Secret has Pelfam, or which can't do too much either, because Galadora's box could either come right back out or he just takes out one. But like, it's pretty crazy, isn't it? Just because Pelfam is the only thing that could deal with that. And then I don't think anybody was really planning on countering Galadora's box in the sideboard. But Secret did run it in his sideboard. I'm actually not surprised. I'm stupid for thinking that Secret, one of the best players in the game, would know that Galdora's box would be played, so he put Chakra Comet in this thing. My goodness, I'm so... oh, how foolish. Oh, how gullible. I don't know. Just... I can't believe myself. And Secret's actually able to get this for free. Dang. Oh my goodness. Wait, what was Nova going to do? Is he going to throw? If he throws, I swear. Oh my gosh. If he... dude. Please don't throw. Please. Oh, okay. Funny play? Is this a throwy play, or is it a funny throwy play? Or is it a funny, haha, but also very smart play? I mean, I wonder if Nova just doesn't want to go into a bracket reset, because if Nova does win, then that's what's going to happen. I mean, right now, the Skelligast thing is all set up. I wonder what Nova's going to do to manipulate that. The suspense is killing me. Alright, so he's going to bring out Floating Rock, to do double Floating Rock to pass the entire... What? Okay. Alright then. And that's just basically going to allow Nova to take control of Secret's cards. And there you go. That's pretty funny, but also Beast of the Black Hole. And is that going to remove that? Yeah, it is. I think that was kind of stupid, but okay then. All right. And Secret has about another bone louder, so yeah. But oh my goodness, Erratic Void's gonna come out, and it's going to destroy that. Oh my goodness. So that means that Nova had a double layer cake there, or a bit of a double layer cake. But Secret's gonna come out with a Demonite, and that's still gonna allow Secret to squeeze a very juicy 5 points out of it. But Nova has Galaxy Crash, which is gonna get rid of that, maybe for good, but I don't know. I think so. There's Bone Ladder, and then there's like another card or something. Dang, pretty fun. And but Secret's going to immediately combat that with Abomination Tomb, which is going to allow that combo to come out. And that's a GG. Secret is our Black Hole Battles 3 champion. GG. Wow. Sweet. Oh my. Oh, and he did have Pelfam, so that was another option. But, you know, Secret being Secret, of course, he did, in fact, side Chakra Comet. I'm not too surprised, but I thought that Nova's second game was pretty good because it showed like what Nova could have done to counter everything. But I think, you know, fool me once, shame on me, fool me twice, shame on you. With the Galdora's box thingy, you know, was able to work out flawlessly in the next one, but then Secret knows what he's doing. So rip, and a rip. Monbeak's counter me so hard, no cap. Another thing is just how weird this third game was too. Bonbeak, hot potato, and then leading into Secret B having enough time to get the Skellas out, and yeah. Dang, boy. All right, well, it's a good thing that I streamed that. Oh my goodness, the next tourney. Okay, whatever you do, can you at least wait like 2-3 weeks? I need to like I'm getting like really busy right now, so. Or Quasar can actually get his lazy streaming butt up and do some commentary. Maybe I really hope that at some point I can do it with him. But right now, I don't know. I think he watched one of the games. He watched like the Oddish game. Didn't. Yeah. Me too. I miss fish. All right. See you later, guys. That was good. Okay, wait. Ah! Oh my goodness. Am I leaking anything by doing this?